Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the second half. It was a long first half, but with an exciting finish where Norristown quarterback Dan Watson was able to punch it in from the 1-yard line. And here we are, 7-6, and a beautiful evening here at Methacton's Field. It's the Norristown Eagles taking on the PV Vikings. And we are just about to get underway. Both teams playing solid defense in the first half, and it's looking like, see if that continues here in the second. If you remember from the first half, Norristown elected to kick off. They deferred, so they're going to receive here in the second. The kickoff's about to get underway. And let's hope for another exciting half of football. Perk Valley about to kick off. Number 22, Hill, deep for Norristown. Here's the kickoff. The ball goes to number 13. Number 13, Christian Thomas takes it, and he's going to bring it up to the 25, and that's where Watson is going to take over. We are going to learn an awful lot about this Eagles team in the next, I'm going to say, 25 seconds. If Milligan stays with the Watson-Gorski connection, Norristown could be doing a great job here tonight. Watson takes the snap. Handoff goes nowhere. It's going to bring up 2nd and 10 for the Eagles. 2nd and 9. Second and 9, more like 2nd and 10. Really didn't gain anything there on first. High snap. Pass goes out. Caught by number 13, Christian Thomas. Picks up about 3. It's going to bring up 3rd and 7. Third and 7. High snap again. Going to be short, so it's going to bring up 4th down and about 5, and the Eagles are going to have to punt. I like Milligan going back to the air there, but just weren't able to pick it up. Ten minutes to go here in the third quarter. Here's the snap. The punt is up. Fielded by number 6. Takes it to about the 47. And that's where PV will take over. First down and 10 for Kohler. He takes over. Just a freshman here starting at quarterback for PV. He's been doing a nice job here tonight, but neither offense was really able to get all that much done or moving through the air except for Norristown at the end of the first half. Kohler's in the gun. Steps up as if he's going to throw. gain of a couple. Looks like 59. Noble makes the tackle there. Looks like we have an injured Viking on the field. We're going to get an injury timeout. During this break in the action, wanted to remind you to follow NASD TV on Instagram and Twitter. Subscribe to NASD TV archives on YouTube. In the archives, you can get games and activities all the way back to 1979. So, if you're interested in some of the great sporting events all the way from 1979 to today, you could check out the NASD TV archives, and you'll be able to watch to your heart's content. There are new narrative and comedy videos, not to mention a new grammar series on NASD TV, The Daily Edit, hosted by yours truly. So if you want to get your grammar up to speed, take a look at a little subject versus object pronouns, a couple exciting episodes. We can have some fun, learn it, and diagram a few sentences along the way. Second and 6. Kohler takes off. He's going. He's got room. Nice hit by number 21, Kirk Wilson, but the damage is already done. Kohler picks up a nice gain there on second. The Eagles, they seem totally surprised by the prospect of his taking off, and I get it. He hadn't run much. In the game, but he broke one open there. First and 10 for the Vikings. Handoff goes to number 4, Mokia. Mokia breaks it. He picks up about 3 or 4 on the play. Maybe 2. A little bit of a disconnect between where the ball gets spotted, where the ball is seen to be spotted, and what the chains are doing. A lot of moving parts here. Second and 8. 8:18 here to go in the third. There's a little bit of confusion there, not much going on. And the tackle is made by number 44, Rashidi Santos. That was probably a broken play. Because if that had been planned, it wasn't planned well. Third down and 8. Handoff goes to number 9. That is Smith. Nothing doing. Eagles playing solid run defense, and they have not wavered all game from that. Not much going on the ground. 7 minutes, 10 seconds here to go in the third quarter. Norristown still holding a 7-6 lead. Number 8 rolls out. Got nothing. Going downfield. Incomplete. Looked like Kohler had a receiver downfield, but well defended on the play. Thrown a little bit out of bounds. Kohler's got a nice arm, though. He's showing a lot of poise here for a freshman, especially. But Norristown will be taking over. Sounds like PV's fans aren't especially happy with either the call or the result or both. And understandable frustration given that the play didn't work. Norristown taking over on downs. We will see if the Watson-Gorski connection continues. The snap. Whoa, nice play, making something out of nothing. That could have been an unmitigated disaster, and instead it was just kind of a mitigated something not great but okay. Pickup of a few, which is better than the loss of several, or the snap going over his head and ending up in the end zone for a PV touchdown. Watson keeping it, running, picking up several and close to the first, and he gets the first. Really nice run there by Dan Watson. Watson showing some good speed and versatility along with his arm. We will really learn a lot about the Eagles' offense here and what Coach Milligan is willing to do through the air. Will he continue the plan of success that ended the first half, or will he resume the plan of not success that characterized the first quarter? He's got Gorski out in the flat. Gorski got some room, has some speed, and picks up 15. Nice play. And it seems as if the Eagles' offense has perhaps found its stride. Having Watson opening it up to Gorski, keeping everybody honest, a few keepers, something on the ground, mix it up a bit, but stick with the air game. And nothing there on first. Handoff goes to number 9, Zaire Haynes. Nothing going on first. I've never been a huge fan of running out of the gun, but if that's your kind of base formation, that's what you're going with, I guess that's what you're going to do. But I'm a 1st and 10 backs are in the eye kind of football fan myself. 2nd and 9. Pass out in the flat to number 9. There's a fumble. Fumble by PV. And Coach Milligan doesn't want to see that. Norristown coughing up the ball with putting PV in great field position. And PV will take over after the fumble on the 41. Kohler going deep. Got number 6. There was some offensive pass interference, but also some defensive pass interference. Both parties were kind of equally interfered with, so I guess there was a little bit of offsetting who kind of interfered with whom. The refs just didn't call it, and that was probably for the best. A lot of pushing going on downfield. The referees are calling something when the backs are in the eye. This is like when the game gets exciting. After another confusing stoppage, backs are in the eye. Nothing. Handoff goes to Smith. Nothing doing. There is another injured Viking down on the field. Another injury timeout. Let me take a minute here to remind you, If you are not already doing so, to follow NASD TV on Instagram and Twitter. Subscribe to NASD TV Archives, where you can watch games all the way back to 1979. You can watch the archives to your heart's delight. So you could start watching it now, and you could watch it for conceivably for weeks. And if you watch it again and again, you watch it for years. It's great. Original programming all the time. Again, we are Comcast Channel 28, Verizon Channel 45. Speaking of weeks, this game feels like it's taken really long, and I believe that it has. We are still at 4:31 here to go in the third, and it really, it has been long. I guess that's about it for the analysis there. There were a lot of extended referee conferences in the first half. They took some time. There was a swapping out of the chains. That took some time, too. And now here, 3rd and 10. We'll see what PV has cooked up for 3rd and long. Kohler drops back. Here comes the blitz. Gets it off downfield, but just a bit overthrown. He's got a nice arm. Really nice play going downfield there, but that's going to bring up 4th down. We will see if PV punts. Four minutes, 20 seconds here to go in the third quarter. 4th down and 10 for PV. On comes the punt team. Not even fielded, and goes out of the end zone. It'll come out to the 20, where Norristown will take over. And again, seeing whether they go back to the air. At the end of the first half, what had really been working is those posts to Gorski. I do not understand why they don't go back to it. Maybe that's why I'm in the booth and they're on the sidelines, but I just don't get it. Snap fielded by Watson. Haynes takes it. Loss of about 1. So that'll bring up 2nd and 11 for Norristown. Second and 11, 3:53 here to go in the third. Ball is now at the 19. Watson takes the snap. There's the handoff to Haynes. Pickup of about 5, maybe 6. Not a bad call on seconds. Going to bring up 3rd and 5. There is an injured Eagle on the field. Looks like trainer Dennis Flynn is coming back out. Ladies and gentlemen, in case you're just joining us, it's 7-6 Norristown here with 3 minutes, 15 seconds left to go in the third quarter. It has been somewhat of a sloppy game so far. Both defenses playing the bend but don't break style. Some of the plays that have been called, I'm not sure the rationale behind some of them by both teams. But, again, like I just said, that's why I'm up here and they're down there. Third and 5. Watson, back. He's got a man. That pass is complete to number 7, Travis Cummings, but it doesn't look like we're going to pick up much on that one. Going to bring up 4th and about 1.5 for 4th and 2. Well, 4th and 1. So what do you do here? Do you punt? I think you have to, but I don't know. The risk-reward ratio, it's pretty much all risk and very little reward, especially since it's not like PV's offense has been setting the world on fire here. So there's a timeout. Fourth down and 1. We'll see what Milligan has dialed up. Nice crowd here tonight. Beautiful night for football. Maybe that's why the referees have called so many conferences, because it is just such a nice evening. They wanted everyone to be able to enjoy it for just a little bit longer. It's 4th down, and the Eagles are going for it. Power formation. Watson keeps it. Looks like Watson's going to pick up the first. Norristown just blasts it up the middle, and it paid off. Nice call by Coach Milligan and the staff, dialing that up on 4th down. Nice run by Watson, keeping his head down, keeping the legs moving. Norristown picks up the first. 2 minutes, 12 seconds here to go in the 3rd quarter. First and 10 for Norristown. High snap. Great catch over the middle by Gorski. I don't want to say I told you so, but I definitely did. You have to keep going to him. He's a strong receiver. He's got speed. That's what you have to do if you want to win. I do not understand when they get away from that. I just don't get it. And that's what it allows you to do. Having that passing game keeps the defense honest, keeps them back on their heels. Then Watson can take it, keep it, pick up 4 or 5, and keep the clock running. We've already established that this probably isn't going to be a shootout. So what's going to happen? You're going to win by grinding down that clock, getting the defense tired, mixing it up with Gorski over the middle. That's how you're going to win the game. Low and slow. Drops back. Great pass to number 13, Christian Thomas. And the Eagles pick up another first down, and they're moving the ball through the air. A purposeful, methodical passing attack. This is a new Eagles team. You didn't see this last year. This Eagles team has more discipline, and they're more willing to go to the air. And Watson's throwing the ball well here tonight. Looks like they're going to, well, they don't have quite the time. I'm just looking at the play clock at 14, the game clock at 13, so we don't have time just to run out the quarter, so we're going to get one more playoff here in the third. Handoff goes to Haynes. Haynes got some room. He picks up about 4 or 5. Nice play. It's going to bring up 2nd and 6. The clock says 1.9 seconds here to go in the third quarter, sorry. High snap. Watson makes the most of it, but it looks like the ball comes out. This would not be good. And that's not good. And at the end of the third quarter, Norristown turns it over again. So, to recap that last exchange, the passing game working really well. Couple nice runs, and then what happens? Another turnover. You simply cannot make mistakes like that if you expect to win. PV's going to take over. Referee's coming to spot it. Ball is at the 33 where PV is going to take over. We'll see what they can get going here. Norristown's defense has been playing well, and unfortunately Norristown's defense has had some extra pressure put on it because of these turnovers. They've done a great job shutting it down, but they've got to be getting a little bit tired and a little bit frustrated. Hopefully this frustration doesn't manifest itself into PV points. 1st and 10. Backs in the eye. Kohler drops back. Got a man in the flat. Pickup of 15 and PV. PV is get that play rolling. Santos making the tackle. 1st down. The Vikings are up towards midfield with 11:51 to go in the game. Backs in the eye again. PV establishing a little bit of the run here, picking up 5 yards. Going to bring up 2nd and 5. Another injury on the field. Here comes Dennis Flynn for the Eagles. This is a good time to remind you, if you are not already doing so, follow NASD TV on Instagram and Twitter. Subscribe to YouTube, the YouTube archives, NASD TV, games and events from 1979, and original programming all the time. New series all the time, including an exciting new grammar show. Check it out. You're watching NASD TV, Comcast 28, Verizon, Channel 45. 11:24 to go. PV ball. Always back in the shotgun. Here's the snap, rolling out, keeping it. Not much there. Pickup of about 3. It's going to bring up 3rd and 3. 3rd and 4. 3rd and 3. Somewhere between 3rd and 3, 3rd and 4. Looks like 3 and change. .52 to go in the game. Norristown still with a 7-6 lead, but PV's on the move. Kohler throws it a bit outside. Not being able to connect on some of those passes to the outside. Going to bring up 4th down and 3. 4th and 3. Vikings are going to punt. A good punt here will pin the Eagles far back. Number 11, Najee Beckles back to return. Snap. Punt. Just get away from it. Don't touch it. There's a flag on the play. They've been throwing a lot of flags. We'll see about the call. Penalty against Norristown. Holding on Norristown. So that's going to pin Norristown really, really far back. Really far back. It's going to bring up 1st and 10 from the 5-yard line. So if Norristown wants to score, it's going to have to take 95 yards. 10 minutes, 23 seconds here to go in the game. So here we go. We'll see what formation we have. Watson's under center this time. 2-back set. Handoff. Number 21 takes it around the end. Gets about 7 yards on that. Nice run by number 21, Kirk Wilson. Looked like he got a little more on that play. They're going to give him 5 or 6. Thought he got a little bit more than that, but I guess not before he was pushed out of bounds. Nice run regardless. Gives the Eagles a little bit of breathing room. Going to bring up 2nd down and 4 to go. 10-17 to go in the game. Watson again under center. Little fullback dive action there. Gain of about 3. 3rd and 1. We'll see if Watson keeps it. He does not. Another little fullback dive. That's going to be close. 9 minutes, 36 seconds to go in the game. You're watching NASD TV, Comcast Channel 28, Verizon Channel 45. 1st down, Eagles. This would be a great time for one of those kind of clock-consuming drives. It just takes 10 minutes. 9 minutes, 33 seconds to go in the game. Some old school grinded out football it looks like is coming. Except for the fact that I'm wrong and Watson's in the shotgun. Watson drops back. He's got a receiver. It's number 13. Nice pass. Great move. Fantastic play. He's still on his feet all the way up to the 50. Christian Thomas, fantastic play. Great call. Wide open. Nicely done. Watson, great pass. Thomas, great downfield running. Fantastic. That's how it's done. Norristown has it out to the 50-yard line. 9 minutes to go in the game. A power formation here. There's nothing going on there. Tried to run with Gorski. That didn't work. Loss of a lot. Loss of about 5 on the play. Nice swarming defense by PV. 8 minutes, 19 seconds to go in the game. Norristown still holding on to a 7-6 lead. Some fans are cheering the refs on. Not much going on there. 7 minutes, 46 seconds to go in the game. It's 3rd and long. But if you're playing the field position game here, if Norristown, even if Norristown is 4th down here, if they don't convert this 3rd, a good punt still pins PV back, and PV has done nothing on offense all night. Third and 15. Penalty flag. False start. That'll push Norristown back even more. Going to be 3rd and 20. That's a long way to go. 7:13 here to go in the game. 3rd down and 20. Rest assured, Norristown's going to the air this time. Although I've been wrong before. See if they dial up that 13 Christian Thomas connection again. Thomas is split wide out to the far side. Number 7, Cummings to the near side, and now Norristown calls timeout. The game has been so long; it's almost like the teams have had the teams have had more timeouts than there actually have been. But man, it has been a long game. I'm not sure if I mentioned that, but it's been a long game. Some of that has to do with at the beginning of the game, well, then kind of in the second quarter, the field marker, the chains that are used to mark the first down, they broke, and they needed the substitute to come in, so that took some time. 3rd and forever for Norristown. Watson drops back. Picked off! It's picked off by number 6, Isaiah Domine. Domine picks it off, runs it back. Nice return. Norristown, another turnover. And this time, PV is the welcoming beneficiary of some really nice field position with 6:44 here to go in the game. Handoff goes to number 9, who breaks one. He's still going, still on his feet. Number 9, Malik Smith, picks up the first, gain of 15. Nice run by PV. .635. Keeper this time. Number 3, Peterlin gets tackled. Loss of 2. Looks like there's a quarterback substitution for PV. Number 3, senior Cole Peterlin has come in. He's in the gun. Peterlin drops back, throwing deep. Got a nice arm, but overthrow him. Didn't put quite enough air under that one. 3rd down and 12. 5:42 to go in the game. Back, and he's in trouble, and Peterlin is sacked. Great play there by number 13, Christian Thomas. Thomas with the pursuit, and it seems like they got a little bit confused about what to do. Going to bring up 4th and 19, and it would be absolutely foolish to go for this one. Low snap. Here's the punt. Aiming for an angled punt. Really looks like he may have been out. He was out. That almost was a really, really great example of punt coverage. Let's see where they spot it. Are they going to give him that spot? They do. That, wow. I wasn't expecting that. They're at the 1. I had been expecting the ref to say that he fell into the end zone and brought the ball with him. However, this did not come to pass. And in fact, got down, covered it. We'll see what happens now. Watson takes over at the 1. Norristown's got 99 yards to go. Minimal gain there on first. 4:39 left to go in the game. Norristown still clinging to a 7-6 lead. Ball is at the 2-yard line. Norristown's got 98 yards to go. .415. Clock continues to move. Gain of maybe 1 or 2. Wonder if Norristown's just looking for some breathing room to punt. Haynes picks up 1. 3rd and 8. .341 to go in the game. Norristown is using the clock. Got some breathing room out to the 7, so that'll be enough room to punt. Not going to be pinned back. PV calls a timeout? What? Okay. Okay. PV calls a timeout. Follow NASD TV on Instagram and Twitter. Subscribe to the NASD TV archives on YouTube. Remember, we've got the archives going all the way back to 1979, and there is original programming all the time. Watch the Eagle's Eye. It comes on every day at 9 a.m. and 9 p.m., and you can watch that all the time on YouTube and on Comcast Channel 28, Verizon Channel 45. Check it out for staying up to date with what's going on in Norristown and the Norristown community. Some great programming. Now we got 3:16 here to go, and the Eagles are punting. Punt is fielded, and there's not... Oh, made something out of nothing. Brings it to the 31, where PV is going to have it with good field position. But they've had good field position before. I would not say necessarily that this game is like was the cleanest game in terms of like offensive efficiency and all of that. Number 3 is back. Pass was a little bit high, but that was a nice catch. Number 4, oh no, that's not good for Norristown. The crowd has awakened. Number 4, Mokia runs it in for the touchdown. And sports fans, that's what happens when you turn the ball over too many times and you lose the battle of field position. They're trying to decide whether or not to go for 2. Another timeout. I wonder what the longest game ever in the history of sports was. Are we possibly going to set a record here tonight? Two minutes and change here to go in the game. Norristown's going to get to receive the kickoff. We're going to see whether or not the PV Vikings decide to go for 2. They are indeed. And they convert. (14-7) PV lead. 2:56 here to go in the game. It bears repeating that turnovers have definitely hurt Norristown here tonight. It is going to be very difficult to win when you turn the ball over this much. Two minutes, 56 seconds here to go in the game. Norristown to receive the kick. Kicking off from the 25. Short kickoff. Just fall on it. Number 21, Kirk Wilson, just falls on it. Norristown still got good field position at the 45-yard line, 44-yard line, where Watson will take over. Watson in the gun, drops back, throws out to the flat. Pick up a 4. 2 minutes, 43 seconds to go in the game. Gorski picks up 4. Second and 6 for Norristown. Oh boy, that's not good. Second and 15, third and 15. .148 to go in the game. Watson going deep. And it's picked off again by number 6. One minute 25 to go in the game. PV takes a knee. Timeout called at minute 14. Oh, 37 seconds left to go. I guess there was no timeout. Oh, that's the timeout clock, not the game clock. I was getting ahead of myself. 1:14 left to go in the game. .104 left to go in the game. Now there's 101, now 59. Takes another knee, and that should do it. .14 seconds left to go in the game. A tough game here in the second half. A lot of turnovers. And you're just not going to win if you turn the ball over that many times. Norristown started to get something going on offense with the connection with Watson getting the ball to Thomas, Cummings, and Gorski. But Norristown just could not continue that. And just with that many turnovers, you are not going to win. So here today at Methacton Stadium, the PV Vikings 14, the Norristown Eagles 7. You're watching NASD TV coverage of football. We'll see you next time.